Why he cut off his arm? What?
Are you still in need of supplies? Because I thought, sharing is caring. What? Man, you just don't give up, do you? Sounds like the pot calling the kettle black. Yeah, I gotta say, I might be able to swallow my pride just this once. It's gotten really tight. You're not a minute too early. Yeah, well, luck with your safe house, I guess. Yeah, it's gonna take luck. You don't sound very hopeful. Listen, this is not exactly a dream vacation. It's about survival. And if I had some kind of guarantee that you could protect us from the corporation, I'd be more than happy to come back, instead of struggling with this damn rock. Actually, I talked to Lena, and I might have an idea how to keep the corporation away from you. Really? What is it? Well, if we hijacked the ship somehow and redirected it to a safe location far away from Allied Corp's radars, Lena said she could disable your implants so that you'd no longer be trackable. You'd be back on Earth, and you could be free. Free, huh? Right. There is one thing we'd have to take care of first, though. What's that? Well, while you were away, we discovered that there's a barrier in the sky, blocking the way for the rescue ship. I'd be lying if I said I couldn't use your help with it. It's a kind of, all-hands-on-deck situation. So that's what the Karen shit was all about, huh? What? No. Absolutely not. How can you even say that? Okay, you're everything but selfish, I forgot. Fine. I'll do it. I'll help you.
Let's go.
Yeah? Seriously? Yeah. What are we waiting for?
Did you manage to find out more about the barrier?
I'm afraid I don't have good news. For a moment, I was hoping we could redirect the ship to another area, but it seems that won't be possible. What we've called the barrier is, in fact, a strong force-filled layer of interlapping distortions. A sort of prism entanglement.
So it's yet another anomaly. Okay, we have ways to deal with them, right? Do you know where it stems from?
You see, that's the problem. It seems to be everywhere. Covering the entire surface like a dome, or a layer of the atmosphere.
Wait, what? No, but are you trying to tell me it was here when I landed?
It must have been here the whole time, looming above us, invisible to the human eye. Fascinating. So was it the cause of your ship's malfunction? It could have been, yes.
So, they recklessly sent us to our deaths? This could have been avoided.
Hindsight is a luxury we all wish we had. I suggest we focus on what's ahead. I believe the nature of this gigantic prism distortion needs to be studied more.
But how? We can't fly.
Right. But we've made fragmentary observations on the surface, and I think we can still learn more. I've located 3 areas with particularly strong interference characteristics that match the electromagnetic fluctuations typical for this kind of distortion. They should be marked on your map. I want you to take a closer look at them and bring me more data.
So, I brought the technician back?
Yes, I saw. It's a relief.
I mean, at least we'll be able to keep an eye on him properly now. And we have an extra pair of hands on deck. Exactly. 2 birds with 1 stone. Good job. Lucas, you got through again.
Your wife. She asked me to call you, said you were having second thoughts about trusting Agatha. Why the hell did you let them know? You should have listened to me and Maxwell.
That would have been even worse. All Maxwell wanted was to use my altars for his experiments. He didn't care about anything else.
And you're basing that assumption on what? The ever so reliable corporate narrative? They were only waiting for an opportunity to get rid of him. His vision scared the shit out of them.
Did you know what happened to his patients?
What do you mean?
I mean that Maxwell wasn't honest with me about what was really going on in Project Ela. I know about the patient who ripped himself apart because of multiple mind record overwrites. And all the other patients who self-harmed continuously, but Maxwell never informed anybody. I know the real reason the corporation killed your project. Don't tell me you weren't aware of that. Lucas?
That's just bullshit. Plain bullshit. Nothing like that ever happened.
Really? You didn't know? That would mean Maxwell doesn't trust you that much. But if you could look me in the eye right now, would you swear that not a single person got harmed in those experiments? Would you swear on your life, Lucas?
Well, there were some rumors at one point that a patient that he was, well, a little unstable and he might have... But at his family's request, we buried his data. That's what Maxwell said.
Did you bury any more data?
What? No, what are you talking about? Look, we were working with mentally disturbed people. Accidents happen. But Maxwell was just trying to help them.
Look. I know he really wanted to achieve something good, but even if we do take these stories with a pinch of salt, he does have very radical methods, and I don't like that.
Well, whatever he was doing, you've put an end to it. No, don't blame me for being scared of Agatha and her gang.
Then help me save my altars from them.
Why should I do that?
Because you're a good person. You're not just Maxwell's guy. You have a heart of your own. Didn't Grandma tell you to always follow your heart or something like that?
Absolutely not. She always told me to be rational. Shit, Jan. Okay, just tell me what you're thinking.
Well, you're a QC navigator, and I'm guessing it would be a piece of cake for you to take control of the rescue ship and dispatch us somewhere else. Somewhere no one would find us.
Wait, what are you talking about, Jan? Hijacking a ship full of Rapidium? And you've really lost your mind.
But you could do it, right? For me.
I don't know, Jan. This is all very confusing. I'm already in all sorts of trouble. I need to think this over, okay? I'm not sure about what part I would have to play in all this. I guess I'm not used to playing a significant part in anything.
Sure, Lucas. Think it over. Just remember I'm a little pressed for time here.
Yeah, I know.
So, what do you make of the data we collected?
Interesting. Very interesting. The 3 fragments of the integral apparently form a single structure.
Right. Yeah, it almost looked like it could be part of a gigantic tree of some sort.
A huge vertical framework on a proximity plane. could be our way up.
A way up? How do you mean? For what?
Reaching the barrier and destroying it.
But I don't understand. It's not even there, physically.
And that is exactly the issue we will have to solve. What would you say if I told you we should look for a way to materialize that structure?
I'd say I took you for a rational man.
Oh, I see. You think I'm behaving irrationally?
Well, I don't want to be rude, but this whole interral thing really has got you very, excited.
I'll tell you what. You come up with a better way to deal with this barrier, and I'll back away from my plan. In the meantime, here's what I can offer. Based on all the data we've collected so far, I think I came up with a way to disintegrate this barrier. Fragmentize the prism entanglement. But it can't be done from down here. You're going to have to reach for the sky, and that structure seems to be the best way to get there.
But is that even possible? To make it physically accessible?
What if I told you Professor Frankov believed it was possible?
Really? Tell me more.
You see, Frankov devised a theoretical experiment in which he proved that if an electromagnetic field was powerful enough, it could pull a proximity plane closer to us. The force field would have to be extremely strong and the object no larger than a grain of sand. But according to his calculations, it could physically materialize.
Well, we're gonna need more than a grain of sand.
Don't forget, we have something that Frankov didn't. Rubidium.
Oh. That's... bold.
Bold. Dangerous. And necessary.
So you really think you can do it?
I know it sounds impossible, but if we pull this off, there's so much more to gain than just our survival.
A scientific breakthrough.
And we can play a leading role in it.
What do you want me to do?
The fragmenting device I told you about, I've drawn up a raw design for you to start building it. And I'll set to work on reconstructing Frankov's theory and finding a way to materialize that structure for us. It is possible. I simply know it.
Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. Huh? Seriously? Huh? I can't believe you kept that old calendar. Yeah, well, I still like to fantasize about owning one of those cars. Yeah. Yeah. And escaping my shitty life. Hard times, simple fantasies. Thanks. It won't collect dust. Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. Is that the ball from the Titan Tigers game? That's right. I knew you'd be excited. Yeah. So many good memories linked to this one. Yeah. They scored the last goal of the season with that ball, after everyone wrote them off. Maybe it's a sign that we can make it as well. Thanks. Hey, you wanted to talk about something? Yeah. What is it? I need something to, keep me going. I feel like shit. What do you mean? The arm that I lost in an accident. It's weird, but it hurts. I mean, fuck, it hurts. Wait a minute. Isn't phantom pain supposed to work the other way around? Like, if you had an arm and then you lost it, then it hurts. What? I don't know. It's your arm, not mine. Damn, everything is so fucked up in here. I am not some kind of wimp, so if I say it hurts, it really fucking hurts, alright? Okay, calm down. I believe you. Alright, so, you know there's only one way to deal with it, right? Numb the son of a bitch. What are you talking about? Painkillers, what else? Tramadol, hydrocodone, codeine, or that shit you doped me with before. That should do the trick. Okay, I get it. I could give you some more. That's what I'm talking about. Just don't go too heavy on it. Could be addictive. Like I don't know that. I hit rock bottom in my life more than once. But I ain't going back down there. I learned my lessons, don't you worry your ugly ass.
So this is pretty early in life, huh? 15. Turning a blind eye. Another shitty day at school. You're taking the longer route home. Hey, what's that fight about? The girl shouts for help. She's looking straight at you. You should intervene, but the fear, no. Better not to get involved. Run back home. One day you'll get out of here. You have to. Without thinking. Another shitty day at school. You're taking the longer route home. Hey, what's that fight about? The girl shouts for help. She's looking straight at you. You should intervene. Instinctively, without thinking, you lunge forward. You take her wallet and start running. Before you know it, you're chasing them. Never been here before. You stop, gasping for breath. The thieves are gone. You look around. You've never been here before. There are people sleeping on the street, beggars, junkies. Then you see him. They call him Doc. He's handing out food and medicine like a saint among sinners. He sees you. What the hell are you doing here, boy? Off with you. Go home. Edgar. You wake up on the street. Your father's words from last night ringing in your ears. You're useless, boy. You were right to reel back at him. But Mom's so passive in all of this, you remember the rage and urge to just take your things and leave. You're on your own now, scared and cold. But hey, is that the street doctor? He's smiling at you, asking if you're alright. My name's Edgar, he says. Proud of yourself. You did it. You saved a life. That girl was about to OD and you were there for her. Suddenly, you feel proud of yourself. And you know Edgar is proud of you too. Like Dad would never be. It was such a good decision to leave home. Edgar is a man of values, and living with him has made you realize who you want to be. A doctor, just like him. Become even better. They call you a natural talent. They don't know how hard you've been working for this. Working as a paramedic to pay tuition fees, burning the midnight oil to study for exams. This apprenticeship is a dream come true. Finally, you'll get to see how things work in a hospital, observe doctors other than Edgar in action, become even better. Golsky, MD. You like these afternoons with Edgar, when you can cook for him and he tells you what's up on the streets. You worry that he shouldn't be working so much at this age. You can't wait to break the news to him. You're the youngest junior doctor at the center. He'll be proud. Maybe agree to a bit of celebration even. An oath in your heart. You stare at him in bewilderment. Your father, here, in your doctor's office. You listen to him talk about Mom's illness and how he found you. So it's about pushing her up the waiting line. It's madness. He has no idea who you are, what you're trying to do. Be fair to people. Treat everyone equally. It's to know you took in your heart. He wants you to break it. But it's Mom. You can't pretend not to care. 23. Betraying yourself. You know you're betraying yourself, but you're not stone cold. You can't just leave Mom like this when she needs you. You reach for the phone and start making calls. Mother and son, looking at her recovering so quickly, all thanks to that quick and accurate diagnosis. Flipping through her results, you know she's going to be alright. Still, it's a shame about Dad. For a moment you really hoped he'd change. At least the treatment gave Mom the strength to leave him, and it feels like you two can start again, as mother and son. Disappointment. Edgar didn't answer your call again. A part of you feels he's right to be disappointed. You put your personal happiness first. How easily you've forgotten about your oath to help the poor and lonely. How far you've wandered from being on the street with them to living in a cozy studio. What if you just got rid of everything and started over? Wearing yourself out. You wake up in the middle of the night. They tell you the fever lasted 5 days. You don't remember anything. Slowly it all comes back to you. A war-scarred village, the local community. Your days of treating hungry children, wearing yourself out. You reach for your phone. Still no reply from Edgar. You fall back into a slumber. Someone to confide in. It's funny how relative things are. You think there's more work than ever, but things are much easier when you have someone to confide in. Ash is so supportive. She's doing so much for the community. Instead of benefiting from being the mayor's wife, she goes out to people. And she helps you out a lot. You love to talk to her. She brightens up your days. Cooking for the community. The free kitchen was a great idea. You remember how much cooking for Edgar meant to you. You're so deft when providing supplies through her foundation, and you're finding joy in making people happy by cooking for them. You need to write to Mom for some of her recipes. Surely you could adjust them to local ingredients. Failure guilt. Guilt, such a familiar feeling. It all seemed so innocent at first, your relationship with Ash, but of course it wasn't. You were selfish and dragged her down. It was just a matter of time before her husband found out. An affair. That sounds so immoral. Are you immoral, Jan? Is this who you are? A selfish, worthless asshole who keeps making bad choices and then just runs away from them? Where do you run to now? Get it right this time. Redemption. Keep thinking about it lately. What does it mean? Does it lie in space? In that mysterious substance everyone is talking about? Going on one of these missions must require a lot of self-discipline and sacrifice. Maybe you should go, find a cure for hunger? That would be something, but can you get it right this time? Project Dolly. You feel elated as you imagine yourself on the other side, in distant space. Far away from your past, your flaws and disappointments. Out there you know you can finally be true to your values. Make yourself proud. Alright, the doctor's in. 7 hours.
What the hell is this thing?
A custom-built rubidium-infused electromagnetic field generator. Normally, electromagnetic waves operate on a limited frequency spectrum. But with the extreme nature of rubidium particles, the possibilities become infinite. The frequency spectrum can be stretched so that our waves will be able to penetrate all potential landscapes and disturb their magnetic fields. In effect, pulling the proximity plane towards us, just like a magnet.
Really? It's that simple?
I prefer the word elegant, provided it works as expected. It would be much more reasonable to test this theory in a safer environment before putting it to such extreme use.
Whoa. I don't think I've ever seen you this insecure. And we've been through a lot.
This really is no time for malicious remarks, Jan. We are treading on thin ice here. Once activated, the module will start emitting an extremely powerful electromagnetic field affecting not only the outside world, but also inside the base. Now, the effects are hard to predict, but it could be everything from instruments malfunctioning to the entire base being annihilated within minutes.
Sounds encouraging.
Once we turn this thing on and the internal structure materializes, you will need to act quickly. Climb it as fast as you can. Penetrate the prism entanglement, place the fragmenting device there, and press start. While you're up there, the rest of us will be fighting to keep the base in one piece. And if there's anything I can tell you for sure, it's that we will not be able to hold the fort for long.
So, I only get one shot.
Exactly. That's why it's vital that we have all hands on deck.
Good point. The team's not ready for this kind of challenge.
Then make sure it is, because we'll need to be flawlessly prepared. Battery packs, robust radiation protection, abundant repair kits on stock. There'll be no time to resupply, no way for you to come back to the base mid-mission. And no time for the rest of us to take care of anything other than protecting the base from falling apart.
And here I was, thinking you'd give me a pep talk.
Well, you're getting cold facts instead.
Okay.
Here's one crucial point. It will be wisest to start in the morning. We don't know how long it will take you to get up there, and the last thing you'd want to encounter is night radiation on top of that structure.
True.
What if you can't hold it up for as long as I need? And the whole thing dematerializes while I'm up there?
Like I said, you'll need to be fast, and we'll need to be strong.
Right.
When you're ready to start, go to the foot of the structure and call me on the radio. On your signal, I'll activate this beast, and we'll see what kind of hell we've unleashed.
Destroying the barrier. Going to materialize a proximity plane to approach the prison barrier. You should prepare for that task. Making sure your alters have everything they need to secure the bit. Okay.
Hey there. Time to wake up. Don't be freaked out, okay? Everything's fine. Yeah, of course. Right. So, where do you think you are? Well, looks like I'm where I'm supposed to be. And not. Exactly. I couldn't have put it better myself. You're on the mission you were supposed to depart on, but circumstances have changed, and you're someone slightly different than you think you are. Huh. You look like me, and you seem to know me well. I feel like I'm looking into a distorted mirror. Is this some kind of metaphysical experience? On the contrary, it's all very physical. Really? Yeah, I'll explain everything, but first I need to go through some routine questions with you. You know who you are? Sound question. A lifetime isn't enough to find the answer. Look, it's not a test. Stating your name and role on this mission will be enough. Okay. In that case, my name is Jan Dolsky, and I volunteered to join the crew as a physician. I passed all the tests. They told me my resume was adequate. So, what went wrong? Wrong? No. No, relax, man. Everything's fine. The only reason you're here, looking at a distorted image of yourself, is that, well, I'm Jan Dolsky too, and I just created you as an alternative version of me with a different life, different skills. What? How's that supposed to be fine? Wait, does that mean, yeah, you're my alter. But my life, I was supposed to. I wanted to make amends. And you can still do that, believe me. Plenty of good deeds to be done here. You don't understand. I need to fix things. Everything's connected. My scars, the blisters on my hands. Wow. They're so impeccable. And my tattoo, it's gone. What happened to me? Who am I? Calm down, please. I know this is a lot to process, but it might help you to know that you're not the first to be going through this. Talking to the others might help you understand it all better. Take your time. Try to settle in gradually. Read the mission logs. Mission logs? I'm not dead, right? This isn't it. Death is something we're trying to avoid. That's why you're here. Okay. The absurd man says yes, and his efforts will henceforth be unceasing. Come again? Oh, just, a quote that came to me from, never mind. Just get some rest. I'm gonna make sure that... I heard you had an accident. What happened? What? Oh, it's nothing. Just a scratch. Shit happens, eh? Part of the job. Well, glad nobody got hurt. You were lucky there. Yeah. Don't you worry your ugly ass about it. I'm like invincible.
Title screen. Yeah. No, I mean
Still,
the mission's
I think
almost
this is
done.
a wake-up call. I'm taking you off the meds. What? No. Trust me. It's for the best. Fuck you. I refuse to work without them. You have no idea what it means to be in this pain. I'm sorry, but you have no choice. If you stop working, you'll probably die. We all will. Oh man. That sucks so much. I don't want us to die. Please, please, just give me the fucking pills. I am you, Yan. Why would you be so cruel to yourself? Look, the pain isn't real.
Alright.
It's all in your head. I'm sure if you just wait it out, it will pass. Go to hell.
A terrible thing to say.
Are you settling in? You joined us at a difficult moment. Believe me, before I got here, I've seen some of the most unfriendly places to live on our home planet. Not much can put me off. Want to know what really impresses me? The variety of walks of life in this base, all belonging to one man. It's amazing how different we are. Yeah. Guess I got used to it by now. I don't think I ever will. I noticed something else, too. The others. They have a lot of common memories, many things that they can relate to, but me? I seem to be different. More different, I mean. I think it must be because I branched away at some much earlier point in time. I know the exact moment. Fight on the street on our way home from school. Some thugs robbing a teenager. So, that was it. Yeah. You went after them. I didn't. Wow. I acted on an impulse. You really think that such a small thing could have changed my life so completely? It was an act of courage. That's not a small thing. Courage. Huh. I don't think so. More like, thoughtlessness. I never thought about what I'd do if I caught up with them. Fight them. Luckily for me, I never did. But, I guess, without it, I'd have never seen an alternative to living with Mom and Dad. I'd never meet Edgar. Edgar, a retired doctor, my mentor. He worked down the streets of the slum district I ventured to, distributing food and medicine to the needy. Took me under his roof and taught me that however much you do for others, there's always room for you to become a better person. You just have to see it. Sounds like a wise man. No wonder you preferred hanging around with him than with Pops. It's not that simple, but yeah. He gave me a sense of direction. Living for others. Freeing yourself from material needs and desires. Free from desires? Does that mean you're some sort of monk? No, Jan. Far from it. In fact, I was just going to approach you about something very human. Go on. Well, you see, I look around and I see amazing people. Us, a unique group of extraordinary individuals. But what are we mostly preoccupied with? Efficiency. Scurrying and hurrying to get things done. Prosaic tasks. Repetitive activities. Even if we entertain ourselves, it's for a purpose. We never pause because we're so afraid to die. But eventually, we will die anyway, right? You're right. No escaping it in the end. The only thing certain is the present moment, Jan. And I know one thing. We're not cherishing it enough. How can we cherish it? We can stop for a second and enjoy something special together. Let me prepare a feast for our group to feed not just the body, but the soul. Make everyone feel that even if their material life has to end, their existence will be timeless. A feast to celebrate our mortality, Jan. Let go of our fear. What do you say? Okay.
Sounds good.
And what would you need to prepare such a feast? Don't worry, not much. I'm used to running a mass kitchen with only the basic ingredients. But I like to experiment with some recipes first. So I guess I'd
We only
like
have
to
6
ask
days,
you for
so-
some time and a decent amount of fresh greenhouse produce. Why don't you start at once? We have enough supplies for your needs. Thank you, Jan. You won't regret it. Hey, I found this thing that I took on the mission, and, I thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. Huh. I remember that mug. Not bad for an amateur, right? It's the imperfections that make it perfect. Thank you. Hey, I found this thing that I took on the mission, and I thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. Huh. My old watch. The award we got for civil bravery. It was nice that someone appreciated our sacrifice. Civil bravery? Wait. That boy at the contest. Yeah. That's when I realized how good it feels to help somebody. Thank you. You wanted to talk? Is it about your cooking experiments? How'd it go? Amazing. Surpassed my expectations. I have enough ideas for 3 full courses. And maybe something a little extra too. Great. When can we start? Yeah, about that. There's a little hindrance. What do you mean? The kitchen I used to cook in was quite basic, you know? So, I'm not very good with high-tech equipment, like an automatic food processor. I think I broke it. Seriously? I can't believe you didn't read the manual before using an electrical device. Sorry. Guess I never got to share your technical education. I'm used to relying on my intuition. I guess we're gonna have to fix it then. Yeah, that and the electricity in the kitchen. What? I think I fried the circuit breaker. There's no power in the whole module. Sorry. Don't worry about it. Shit happens. We'll just get the whole kitchen fixed. But you gotta promise me that feast is gonna be massive. That I can guarantee. All right. Let's get to work then.
This is special type meal cooked according to the doctor's recipe. It uses up a lot of resources but satisfies the hunger of everyone in the base and gives everyone an immediate emotional boost.
Hey, how are you? Feeling any better after a night in the infirmary?
I thought I was better for a moment, but the pain just keeps coming back. I don't know about you, but I am so fucking tired of this. We have to do something about it. You have to do something about it.
Really? What more can I do?
Just get rid of this damn hand. You hear me? Just chop it off.
You're kidding, right?
No, I'm not. I'm fucking serious. If it's the only way to get rid of this pain, then I'm ready to take it on the chin. Are you?
We have a doctor on board. Let me ask him for his opinion.
Our doc? Huh. That's no use. He's too damn humane. He's not gonna have the balls to do it. No, you created me like this. You make me better.
No. Sorry, but I just can't do it.
Lost your nerve, huh? And here I was thinking you really wanted to help me.
Hey, is that what I think it is? My trademark hunter stew. No way. Big Os? It fucking smells like heaven.
You mean the characteristic stench of sulfur decomposing to hydrogen sulfide in fermenting cabbage? May reek of a dirty diaper, but it's proven to work wonders for your gut microbiome. And like all sour foods, it cheers people up. I always serve my hunter stew at parties. And they were damn good parties.
That feast you prepared, you were right. It did everyone a lot of good. I'm glad you appreciate the importance of such things. I have to say, it was a pleasure for me too. I guess I just like making people happy. It's a fine way to take your mind off your own problems, or to realize how unimportant your problems are in the face of real human tragedies. You may think I'm out of touch, but I seriously believe a man's purpose can only lie beyond himself. Otherwise, he will always live like a caged animal who has never experienced the call of the wild. You know what? I think I prefer it when you stick to cooking. You should see me in my charity soup kitchen. Ingredients were almost as scarce as here, but me and my helpers always cooked up something special for the locals. Want to know my secret? Putting your heart in it? Yeah, in a way. You're close. It was Mom. I wrote to her a lot from the other side of the world, asking for advice on how to tweak her classic recipes so that they could be made with, well, foreign ingredients. She taught me how to be a magician even in the humblest of kitchens. Wait, Mom, wasn't that after she was sick? Right. But she got better. So, you're saying there was a way to help her? Well, it came with a price. What price? A long story, man. But she's alive. I mean, in your awareness? Was she still alive when you went on this mission? Yeah. She called me the day before the launch and wished me a good landing. Didn't she get better in your life? No. No, she didn't. You mean she's gone? I was gonna tell her how it went if we found rubidium. I'm sorry. You won't be able to do that. None of us will. But she'd be proud of you. You know that. Proud. This is some kind of cruel joke. Joke? Come on, man, what are you talking about? My efforts, my struggles. Seems they were all pointless. That's not true. Whatever you did, it made you who you are. That version of Mom, you know, it lives in you through your memories, your recipes. And they're not pointless. Thanks to them, you were able to give us an unforgettable feast. Isn't that like bringing her back to life? And look, you've done it twice. You should be proud of yourself. Thanks, but it's not so simple, Jan. I mean, I'm glad to have these memories, but what? I think I'd just rather not talk about it. I think I need some alone time.
As you start the materializer, you will return to base, load outpost, use fast travel over any structure until you install the fragmenting device. Destroying the barrier might take many hours. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes.
All right, I'm ready. Let's get this party started.
down here. The base is under extreme pressure.
Damn it. Comms room is down. Don't worry, I got it.
All on base.
Good thing you're on board, brother. Damn it, I'm in the womb. This place is falling apart. Hey, Al, I'm on my way. Shit. The elevator's stuck.
Here we go. Oh,
Help anyone? There's something seriously wrong with the gravity in here. Things are fucking flying around.
We have a surge of electrostatic discharges. Instruments are unstable. But your battery might actually profit from that anomaly. Looks like we have a short circuit in the research lab. And I will need to contain it.
No, I'll go. You. Damn it. Okay, you take care of it. Damn it. Prism anomaly.
oh, where do I go?
The greenhouse is flooded. Not good. We have a heavy leakage in the cooling system. Guys, I can't. Where the hell did that smoke come from? That slowed me down. I need to press on. Don, we're not gonna hold on for much longer. Get up there and destroy that son of a bitch.
Yep, I'm
Almost
going.
there. What? Come on. Not more anomalies.
The materializer, it's gonna give in. Launch the device, quick.
Here? With the fragment device.
just gone haywire. I repeat, refinery critical. Wait up! I'm coming to help! Oh, damn it! Yes! I made it. Here goes. Get the hell out there! It's going to disintegrate! You need to get down now! No other way down. Holy shit! Talk about a close shave. Okay. Let's see how things are going back at the crib.
Cheers. Cheers.
Welcome back. We did quite well, don't you think?
That was just glorious. Quite a show, man.
We did it. Himself in the kitchen. Oh, damn. Why he cut off his arm? What?
Man, what happened to your arm?
I chopped it off.
You what?
What is actually wrong with this guy?
Why?
Because you wouldn't help me, remember? I was in pain and something had to be done.
And you're not in pain now?
You bet I'm right as rain.
Yeah.
Okay, team, we made it. The rescue ship is gonna be able to land.
Hell yeah!
Hard to believe how far we've come.
I have to say, all this time I was trying hard not to think about how much the odds were against us. But we beat them. We beat the odds. It's incredible.
Cheers to us, huh? I mean, it's almost as if we've pushed this world to its limits, but also ourselves. Amazing what human resilience can do.
Yeah, I still can't believe any of it.
But it's not over yet. There's two things we need to discuss. One, after talking to Allied Corp Big Fish, we decided that it's better for your safety if the crew doesn't know you exist. So, you need to be smuggled on board that ship.
What? Hide us? Why?
Wait a minute. What do you mean, fake Rapidium arc? And why can't we travel like normal people?
You can't be serious. Why the hell are we supposed to hide? Are we a threat to anybody? That's ridiculous. What are we? Your embarrassing cargo now?
All right. And what about the other thing?
Okay, here comes problem number 2. I talked to Lena, and after what she told me, I'm not sure I can trust the corporal lady to keep her word and let you stay alive. Which means we might want to think of a way to take control of that ship ourselves. Guide it out of their reach, somewhere they can't find you. Once we land, we'd have to abandon the ship with the Rapidium on board. Allied Corp would find it eventually, but it will buy us time to get you to safety. Hey, wait a minute. This is not what we were preparing for. Hiding and... what? Picking a fight with the rescue team? Interesting. You do know that the crew of that ship will probably be fully armed? Are you willing to confront a military unit?
Armed?
Why didn't we know about this? Still having doubts if we should trust them? No way. I am not fighting anyone. That would be suicide. I never said anything about fighting them. We need to be smart about this. Look, we're a team. We'll think of something, right? We could sneak up on them. Use the element of surprise. They don't
Well, that'd be
know what
nice
to
if you had
expect out
2
here.
arms.
Remember, they have no idea about your existence. We could use that to our advantage. Correct. And we can also predict that they will have to enter the base to salvage any mission-critical documentation. That's the procedure, and they will have to follow it.
It'd be better to ambush them.
So, maybe we could hide inside the base and ambush them once they get in. Ambush? How? So, we are fighting them. Is that decided? And what do you plan to do with them? Tie them up? Kill them? Haven't you been listening? They'll be armed, and we could be outnumbered. So? Are we gonna let that intimidate us? No. If we really feel up to a violent confrontation, we should be prepared for extreme measures. Such as, we could blow up the base with the rescue team inside. Explosives shouldn't be hard to prepare. It's brutal, but it's either them or us. We shouldn't hold back, not now. Explosives are reliable. And he's right. They're not hard to make. Seriously. We're actually considering killing? Listen to yourselves. Every one of us has experienced the death of a loved one. Those people, because they are people,
Yeah, people
probably
trying
have
to kill
families,
us.
children, maybe, and you just want to blow them up? Oh, sure. Because it's so much easier to just blow things up without thinking and kill people. Who have we turned into? Of course, we could look for a non-violent option, one that would spare their lives. What are you talking about? We could let them board the ship without knowing that you're not alone, of course. But just before takeoff, you could simply use some kind of incapacitating agent on them. Like a sleeping gas? Like a sleeping gas. Of course, you'd have to be prepared for it. Devise some kind of upgrade to your suit so that the sleeping agent doesn't have any effect on you. A gas mask? A gas mask. But the biggest problem with that solution is that you'd have to be smart about deploying it. Sneak up to a ventilation shaft when no one is looking. There's no guarantee you'll have an opportunity to do that. It's too risky. What if you get caught? I say we take the risk. We've done impossible things before, and we can do it now. But killing? That would be new. And I don't think I want to find out how it feels to have blood on my hands. We're not killers, for crying out loud. The sun is not going to wait for us. We need to be ready. Okay, I get it. But we have to decide on something.
I like the gas
Just
method.
Explain one thing to me.
Gas plan.
Why are we so scared for our lives all of a sudden? After everything we've been through, do we really want to end this as cowards? Look, I'm not a killer. None of us is. But we need to make one thing clear. If the gas doesn't work properly, we'll be screwed. If you want my opinion, there's only one factor we need to consider while making this decision. The success of the mission. No. Your safety is what matters most to me. And you have our loyalty. Okay. Whatever you decide, right now we need to focus on the fundamentals. Let's say we dealt with the rescue team one way or another. What then? We need to take control of that ship somehow. Lucas could help with that. I already talked to him, and he said he'd think it over.
Well, let's hope you hear from him soon, and we'll have him on board. Because if we don't, we'll have to create our own autopilot device, connect it to the onboard computer, and override the coordinates of our destination.
That sounds like a lot of additional work.
Let's just fucking get on with it then.
We still need to decide how to smuggle you on board.
I presume you already gave it some thought prior to this conversation?
I'd like to listen to your ideas first.
Here's one. You could throw a party for our guests, get them drunk while we hide somewhere in the hold.
I'm thinking a disguise. I haven't figured out as what yet. Oh, an alternative rescue team that landed here by mistake and lost their ship.
We could pretend to be specimens from this planet. We just need to find some damn big boxes.
Fine, here's my take. It's not the actual smuggling that's the problem, it's surviving the voyage in cryosleep. And that's going to take a separate, properly designed module.
I was just gonna say that.
How about a Rapidium arc? The cargo they'll never leave behind.
Oh, that's actually interesting.
How do you want us to fit inside a Rapidium arc?
As long as it's not hazardous to our health.
A Rapidium arc with a false bottom. That's what we should build.
You mean some kind of magic cabinet shit? How about a fake module that's only pretending to be filled with Rapidium?
That's it. We need to create a fake Rapidium arc.
Something like a Trojan horse?
A Trojan horse Rapidium arc.
Yeah, I like it. That's settled. Do we have everything?
Almost. Except the last detail.
What do you mean?
We managed to get on board, hijack the ship, steer it wherever we want. What next, Jan? You really thought this through? You said you'd get us to safety, buy us time to escape and hide, but what about you? Our disappearance might even be beneficial to the corporation. It could be convenient for them if we're gone and buried. But you, they'll be determined to hunt you down. They'll need to have a scapegoat, someone they can blame for losing their ship. And contrary to us, you're an existing person. You can be traced. You can be put on trial. Are you sure you want to do this? Suffer the consequences if they catch you?
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. Whatever happens, we got your back, man.
Let's hope you know what you're doing.
Well, we're not going to be able to brainstorm everything out, right? Some things are just out of our control.
What a mature comment, Jan. I'm proud of you. That's scary, but I guess it's true.
That's basically what I've been saying the whole time.
Well. Look who's gained a new outlook on reality.
Let's just do what we do best. I'll activate the beacon, and then we get to work. I second that. Enough talking.
Let's give it all we've got.
We're in this together. This is it. The last stretch.
Yes. No time to waste.
Lucas, it's good to hear from you.
Jan, did you manage to get rid of that barrier?
Yeah, the ship's gonna be here anytime now.
Great. And, how's your Rapidium status?
Actually, I managed to collect enough to build another Ark.
You did? Oh, man, why didn't you say anything?
Well, I was kinda busy getting ready to get out of here.
Yeah, good. We need to be quick.
Have you thought about helping me out?
I have. And it's a big favor to ask. But I also asked a lot of you, and you took me seriously. You know, I did a lot of thinking after the last time we talked. That thing you said about Maxwell's patience, I have to confess something. It's not easy, but truth is, I knew what was going on. I just kept lying to myself. Yes, Maxwell did order me to delete files, and I did it without questioning, feeling good about myself and the grand vision for humanity I was part of. But then one day, this woman calls. I think she got through to me by accident. She was asking about her son. She sounded distressed and wanted access to his medical information, but I just hung up before I could hear what really happened to him.
Jesus.
Well, now I know. The day before she called, I saw a patient being carried out in a plastic bag, but I looked away. And again, no questions. It was easier not to know. But those rumors about why Project Ela was shut down, well, I think they're true. I know they're true. I always did, but I just said it out loud for the first time. I feel so bad about it now.
Man, that's a heavy thing to admit. And I know it took courage.
It's good to get it off my chest. And I know one thing. I don't want to do that anymore. Be part of something I don't approve of. And the least I can do is help you to get your alters somewhere far away, where they have a chance to escape to freedom. We'll let Ally Corp retrieve the Rapidium when they find the ship eventually. Your alters deserve to live. And you deserve to choose their fate.
Thanks, Lucas. Let's do it. I know how much you're risking.
Yeah. Yeah, I am risking a lot. Maybe more than you know. But you risked a lot too. Just because I asked you to. And I think I've learned something from you, Jan.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Sometimes you just have to shut your eyes and do the dangerous thing.
Doesn't sound like something Grandma would approve of.
I don't know. Maybe you'll get a chance to ask her yourself. I'm saving a spot for you in her calendar.
All right. We better get down to it then.
Yeah, right. In that case, I'll need you to prepare something for me. Because I'm not going to be able to use codes from Maxwell to hack the ship's autopilot system. You're going to have to give me a way in.
What do you need?
A rat.
A what?
A remote access transmitter. All you'll need to do is activate it once you're on board and align it with the ship's frequency.
That sounds simple enough. But where will you put the ship down?
That depends on the weather and have some ideas.
Lucas?
Good luck.